was off driving his beer truck. You know what he says about hairdressers and decorators and stuff. I think that's real unfair. I mean it. Jesus, like everyone else, was real mad at Mary Hernandez because he said instead of spending money renting a tuxedo, he could have worn his rhinestone cowboy outfit. I'll bet she won't be able to even get on the cleanup committee for next year's senior reception. Jesus Hernandez was in charge of the refreshment table. I saw him putting something in the punch. He said that it was a vitamin additive so that we would be able to stay up late and not get too tired. It smelled a lot like my father's orange juice in the morning, but I had a little. It was real good. Jesus Perez had a lot of punch, and later I saw Jesus Muñeca help him to the men's room, and they stayed in there a long time. I guess he didn't feel too good. I don't know why everyone is so mean to Jesus Muñeca. I think he's real nice and real helpful to everyone. Mary Ramirez brought some brownies from home, but I didn't have any because I remember the big stink about her sister and the big drug raid last year at the senior reception. We had a real good time, and the music was real good too. Jesus Mercado, one of the seniors, was the DJ. He did a real good job. He played all the rap records, and the boys knew all the words and sang along. It was real fun. I danced a lot, and boy, the Jesus Muñeca is a real dancer, good dancer. He moves so nice and smooth, just like a girl. Jesus Hernandez says I was the nicest girl he had ever been with. I hope he meant danced with, because I've seen some of the girls he's been with, if you know what I mean. And they were from Fido City, especially that Mary Sanchez. She's only 16 and she's got stretch marks around her mouth. We left about 11 and went to the junior dinner at Cutlet City. They had the place all fixed up real nice, and we had a real good time. I wish you could have been there. I had a turkey cutlet, and it was real good. Jesus had the tuna cutlet and said it was real tasty. Jesus Hernandez was such a ride. He put 2 French fries in his nose and sang, "I am the walrus." Later he came over to me and said, "Want to feel my tusk?" He acted kind of drunk-like. I didn't even look at him. I was so embarrassed. But I saw Mary Sanchez giving him the eye. Poor Mary Rivera, when she came back from the ladies' room, Jesus, who was her date, and Mary Sanchez had left together in Mary Rivera's car. We gave her a ride home, and she and Jesus Muñeca talked a lot in Spanish. We dropped Mary off at her house, and then Jesus drove me home. He walked me to my door and said he had a real good time, and I was real understanding, whatever that was supposed to mean. He didn't even try for a goodnight kiss, but I gave him one right on the lips because he had been so nice to me and everything. Boy, he's a real nice guy. Well, girlfriend, I guess that's all the news for now. Let me know when visiting days are. Maybe I can come and see you. I'll forge a note from my mother getting me permission. See you soon. This one wasn't up to par with the other ones.
Oh, good, because now any that I read from Donna, she didn't like the way I laughed at that. And she said, "Watch, it'll just cost me a 10-cent phone call." She phoned News Center 4 at lunchtime, and she disappeared when I went across the street from school to get an Old English 100. About 20 minutes later, we all heard these sirens, and the camera crew pulled up in front of school, and boy, was it exciting. We couldn't figure it out. Then Alberto Cuomo spotted Maria on the roof. She was putting on a real show and pretending to cry and threaten to kill herself. God, at least I got everybody to chant, "Jump, jump." So, of course, she wouldn't come down until she got to see Juan. See the pictures in the Daily News enclosed. So that bitch is going out with Juan this weekend, and she got in the paper, too. I've got to figure a way to mess her up this weekend. See ya, hon, Donna. So these are the pictures that...
Also, was that long ago with the Billie Jean thing? Of course, that was such a scandal then.
Still had some more, you know.
Oh, good, here's one I haven't seen.
It's Billie Jean.
Suicide hotline. Gee, I'm so excited. Monday, Valentine's Day, is Festival de Sacrificia de la Virgins. Jesus said it is a sacred holy day for all Puerto Rican gangs, and that any new members of the past year are indoctrinated.
We could go on to the lounges at the airport. Suzie, Donna. here's one. I'm better on collage. Donna's brief notes and news.
God.
See, when they were both, before Susie moved to Texas, they both went to East Formicaville Junior
yes,
High
that's
School
right.
in
East
New
Formicaville,
Jersey.
Yes.
July
Plastics
1983.
capital of the world.
Here's Jose Suarez's brother Carlos returning to the neighborhood last week to celebrate his winning the San Juan lottery. What a hunk. And treated everybody to Schaefer's and tacos.
Yeah.
Nobody has figured out who the woman beside him was to this day. Any ideas? Let's see. Oh, this photo was found in the girls' locker room and turned over to the dean, who gave it to Miss Butch to try to identify the student body from health charts the school nurse has on file. What a scam.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Pedro and Maria
What's
are
that
back
from
together
school?
again. This time she says she'll have it and her grandmother will take it.
Oh,
Good
God.
luck, Maria. P.S. Pedro hasn't really slowed down, so claims Linda Lipschitz and Gilda Webb. Ooh. These are just notes and news. 6 senior boys were held temporarily by the Sheriff's Department of Cougar County last weekend, as the sheriff claimed skinny dipping is not allowed at the old campgrounds near Lake Laconic. The sheriff's deputies had taken Polaroids an hour before the raid, but did not release the photos to the newspaper. Menudo had been absent from school 5 weeks before it was learned that the boys' activities had been captured on film by Maria Gonzalez. They're looking in the window card. It says, tough tomatoes, these girl hoodlums hiding their faces after being arrested are typical some of the Wolfpack dolls who haunt and terrorize subways of New York City. Maria Lopez and Vida Washington Carver in trouble again with the MTA. They show off their latest punk fashions. Our girlfriends were unlucky in getting caught jumping the turnstiles after the Menudo concert. We all crashed. Vita's mother can't pick her up until she's out herself.
Oh, Jesus.